The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On first down, here comes this offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Milroe. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Gets it inside the 10. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense set on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Back to pass. It's Allard. Gets it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense, quick tempo. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll leave it with him. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen. First down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wide out in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion from the offense. Well, jet sweep pass. Got a lot of running room. The 20. ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown tie. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. Spits it out to the back. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Aller. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's brought down after a good return gets it out to the 31. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they...
And they get the sack just like that. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Dropping back, it's Aller. Going up top. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And they're able to get him on the ground. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. It's crazy.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Jumped on top of the pile.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're trying to get to it. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. And try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 35. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes through. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Coming after it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Aller. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the 1st down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
Alabama, 36, Penn State, 0.
Let's go. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
First and goal, Penn State.
A first down run in the red zone. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Trying to barge in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Past the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touch pass on the run. Tackle is made after the first down. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reed.